Hi, this is Christine with Where's Watson. Many of our students experienced a different kind of learning when COVID-19 really hit in March of 2020. I'm very pleased to speak today with one of our students from Electrical Engineering Technology, Stephanie Tack. She's specializing in electronics, which is in a very applied environment. And so Stephanie experienced the move from an applied learning setting on campus into a virtual setting. She's also a former University of Manitoba student in kinesiology and one of our Red River College students who's currently taking the President's Student Leadership Program out of the University of Manitoba. So I'm very keen to talk to Stephanie about her experience moving from the classroom on campus into an applied learning virtual environment. So welcome, Stephanie. And maybe you can start by telling us why you chose to come to Red River after an experience as a kinesiology student at the University of Manitoba.
Oh, sure. Okay, so with my education background and my bachelor's in kinesiology, I guess at that point after I graduated, I was like a lot of students where you're looking for work and you don't exactly find where you wanted to end up. And then you also didn't realize what you wanted to do right off the bat. So then, like many other people, you go back to school. And luckily for me, when I went back to school, I chose Red River and specifically EET. And it turned out to be my ideal program, my where I belong. And that was lucky for me that I ended up there. And knowing back in high school, I wish I knew about the Red River programs, the co-op, the small instructor classroom sizes and everything, and the hands-on learning. I wish I knew that back then. Maybe I would have made a good choice back then, and not wasted so many years. But you know, um,
And we're
and then
very pleased that you found Red River when you did, and that you have the opportunity to pursue your career now. So tell us a little bit about why or what happened when the pandemic hit in March, and your experience moving from the classroom setting into a virtual environment.
Oh, sure. So for me, during that time, it was so stressful and so busy because I was actually busing to and from work in between classes to the other campus. And I think I was on the bus a total of 3 hours a day.
Wow.
And yeah, I was barely sleeping, didn't have time to eat properly, and I was managing to keep up all my grades, but it was really taking a toll on me physically and mentally. So when the pandemic hit, I guess I was at a loss because I was so used to being so busy and on the go. But then it made me realize I needed a break. And when I got that break, it felt amazing. And I felt like I was, it was easier for me to learn and to absorb everything. And I got to sleep until classes started. I got to have snacks in between each class. It just felt like I really needed that break.
Aw, that's wonderful, Stephanie. So what's it been like since you've come back for the fall term? You're now in term 5. So how has it shifted or changed as a result of now being more familiar and normalized as part of your learning environment?
Well, I guess instructors are definitely getting the hang of it this round because they're not so rushed as last time, which is good. Um, it's a little bit difficult with how EET requires a lot of hands-on experience. We'll figure that out eventually, but the learning environment at home, it definitely is easier for me. I guess I can't speak for everyone, but it's a lot more comfortable and I I have more time for myself.
Aw, that's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that, because obviously we want our students to not only be, academically successful, but also making sure that they're taking care of themselves and taking care of each other. So thank you, Stephanie, for sharing your experience. Thank you for choosing Red River College, and all the best with your studies.
Thank you, Christine.
Take care.
You too.